Welcome to Slow News Day Live. My name is Steve Boykinen. I really hope the audio isn't super fucked up on this. So if it is, let me know in the chat. I will start the stream over immediately. If not, Glenn Greenwald hit with a 95-page indictment for cybercrimes for doing journalism. Straight up journalism. If you guys remember over the which was a collection of phone calls, texts, emails, and other internal memos within the Brazilian anti-corruption office showing it to be corrupt as fuck. It says right in the title, first they came for Julian Assange. What's it gonna take to get regular, ordinary people to start to stand up for journalists and publishers? What's VK, Jesse? I don't know. I kind of want to go into I'm not going to read the New York Times article because then I will only have like 2 for the rest of the month. Gizmodo, I'll put it in the show notes. Who wrote this? Matt Novak wrote this piece. Journalist firebrand Glenn Greenwald has been charged with cybercrimes by federal prosecutors in Brazil. Greenwald recently helped expose corruption in the Brazilian government through a series of stories at The Intercept that included leaked messages from senior government officials. Brazilian prosecutors, and see if this sounds familiar to you, Brazilian prosecutors allege that Greenwald, an American who's lived in Brazil since the mid-2000s, is part of a criminal organization that hacked the phones of government officials, according to the New York Times. 5 other people have been similarly charged with crimes related to an invasion of computer devices, according to Brazilian media outlets. Greenwald told Gizmodo in an email Tuesday that just 2 months ago, federal police in Brazil concluded he didn't commit a crime in publishing the leaked messages, and that Greenwald had exercised extreme caution as a journalist. According to the New York Times, prosecutors allege that Greenwald encouraged the hackers to cover their tracks and was communicating with them as they were actively monitoring officials' private Telegram chats. That's doing journalism. That's all that is. That's working with your source to get as much accurate and reliable information out of them as you can. There is 100% nothing wrong with that. What it comes down to is governments, especially far right-wing governments, are being flat the fuck out embarrassed by real journalism. And Jair Bolsonaro is one of those far-right motherfuckers who's I was on tape years ago saying, well, if I was in Germany when Hitler came to power, I would sure as shit join the Nazi party. Like there's no hyperbolic comparison between to say that Bolsonaro is a far right-wing fascist in the same vein that the Nazis were. He's on tape admitting it himself. Julian Assange in prison. Glenn Greenwald under indictment. Edward Snowden, regardless of what you may think about him, still in exile in Russia. Susie Dawson applying for exile in Russia after having to flee New Zealand. Kim.com awaiting extradition and fighting it every day. Chelsea Manning, Jeremy Hammond locked up in Eastern Virginia in the same fucking prison. Max Blumenthal, Alex Rubinstein, Ben Rubinstein, all arrested for bullshit charges, which have been dropped, but still the arrests were made over their coverage of the siege of the Brazilian embassy. By the way, there's a new documentary coming out or trying to be completed about that siege. I had the 2 gentlemen who are the co-directors of it on the show over the weekend, Al Suarez and David Tornheim. I mispronounced David's name wrong the entire fucking show, and I feel really bad about that. But there's a link to the trailer in the show notes for that. please go watch that and please go support them, because we're at the point where real journalism has never been more under attack, where the people who are responsible for doing the work of putting this together and the people who are publishing it are coming under the fucking gun. This is absolutely insane. That's about all I got for right now. I will be following this incredibly closely. First they came for Julian Assange. This has been Slow News Day. I'm Steve Poikinen. I will be back throughout the day. Good luck to us all.